Well, we got snow. I am somewhere, I'm guessing, 12,800 feet in elevation or so. Because there's that over there on my GPS is showing at about 13,000 feet. So, that's kind of sort of the reason why we have snow. So, I am on the second of the two trails that I've mentioned. The first one was like, basically, it is a part of the Minnehaha conglomerate. There's an official name for it, believe it or not. It's not like Minnehaha. Well, Minnehaha is the officially recognized trail, but in GPS coordinates and GPS trail line work that you could plug into your GPS, it's not called that. It's called something like a triple G or something, something weird like that. Nothing to do with Minnehaha. So that specific one, I guess territorially, for those of you interested at all, imagine yourself driving from Silverton. You know, there's one way to get to Animas Fork, the other way to get, I believe it's called 110, until all the way towards the end. And there's like a treatment plant or former something plant rather than other. It's still active in operations based on the plaque that's over there. It's supposed to be cleaning up the mess, of which there's a lot in this part. So, sorry, not enough oxygen here. Losing breath. You know, the weird thing about that, those little beady-eyed bastards, I keep calling them prairie dogs, but they're actually marmots. Yellow belly marmots. Those little rascals. Number one, they blend in, so you're not even gonna see them. But they're like everywhere. Oh my goodness. It's like I could stand right here and do a 360, and I guarantee you I'm gonna see at least 10. Just like within 50 feet of me. They're like everywhere. Big, small, fat, skinny, all kinds. So, in any event, so out of that plan, there's like two ways to, well, there's three, like sort of fingers, right? There's one, which would be the fourth, goes all the way to the left, gets you all the way that way, right? To the California Gulch and the Hurricane Pass and California Pass and like essentially those red mountains over there. And then the ones that are off to the right, there's three. There's the furthest right. That was the very first location that we've gone. It's the North Fork Cement Creek. There's the second one, which is the Minnehaha. And then the third one is called the South Fork. Or is it vice versa? Yeah, probably the first one was the south, the last one is the north. So in any event, that one sucks. There's nothing worth going there for. There's nothing worth seeing. And towards the end, where the trail kind of takes you on this ledge, it just gets more for ATV rather than larger vehicles. And in any event, so if you get back on the main trail, this main trail takes you to the basin, which is somewhere in between. I'm guessing Animas Forks is across the ridge that way. This trail over here probably takes you back to that plant if you go all the way down. And so in any event, off that, somewhere up the mountainside, there's this little basin. I still get spectacular views. You know what? It's like, and thankfully for me, the weather cooperates right now. You know, the sun came out, the thunderstorms kind of pushed off a little bit. So I, at least for the moment, it's not raining. So I'll take that as a small victory, really. I didn't make it all the way to the top, which is there. Once again, I'm not here to reach the end of each trail. However, I'd like to do the beautiful looking portions, and honestly, I doubt that the view from there is any different from here. Besides, there's no snow over there. Out here, which is kind of interesting. I passed it. You don't see that a lot, so I'm hoping that once I go to Imogene on Saturday, I might be able to see that. I might actually even, again, I don't know. Imogene is open. Black Bear Pass, not so much. They said there was supposed to be opening that one up before the 4th. And it's like a catch-22 with that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Lost my breath there for a minute. Whew. But yes, so maybe I might strike luck and do both Imogene and Black Bear in the same weekend. Who knows? But here, ooh, that's cold. Left my handprint over there, right? So, but I've seen some of them as high as this over here. Look at that. So, in case you're wondering how come like there's snow on this side and that side, they actually bring in bulldozers here, and bulldozers. Ooh, cold. Bulldozers, basically clear the path. I'm guessing they have GPS something rather than other, and that's how they do it. This one here is probably a little bit less traveled. You're not missing much by not going here, besides the actual trail to cross the Swiss Alps, as they say, goes right in that little V over there. So what I intend to do is I intend to go there, I'm guessing, for my 4th time or thereabouts. And there's supposed to be one more trail. One more? Yeah, I'm guessing one more. And this will conclude my grand tour of this whole region, with exception of the Imogene and the Black Bear. So if I could get that one, I'm not sure what it's called. Once I get back, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Whew. Breathing here is just... It's like... Oh, in Silverton and Uray, they have... they sell air, like in spray cans. The one that you could, like, put yourself, put your face into and breathe. And as goofy as that sounds, honestly, I wouldn't mind like a couple of hits of it right now. To describe you what it's like, number one, it's colder here. Substantially colder than it was on the bottom, obviously. We're several thousand feet up. If this is about 13,000 feet, Silverton is about 9,000. So we're talking about a 4,000 foot elevation difference. The air is absolutely pure. It is so fresh. It's like somebody just sifted it, like they sift flour to get all that crap out of it. Somebody just like purged all the nasty out of the air. And it's very tasty. It's very, very pure. It's almost like drinking cold bottled water on a really hot day. Except that this one actually kicks you right in the stomach multiple times. You breathe in, right? But you're not getting enough. I would say, and I'm not a scientist in that respect, maybe, whatever is the science, but just like by regular feel, I would say there's probably 30 to 40% less air here than there is in Florida. Just like from every breath, like even my chest cavity doesn't expand the full way. It's just like I almost feel like scuba diving, with the exception that in scuba diving, at least, you know, there's that forced air that's coming into your lungs. Whew. It hits you like a ton of bricks, doesn't it? So another thing to mention is where I'm at on the bottom over there in that little valley. There's another trail that is an offshoot of that. I chose not to go to it because when they pushed material, you kind of have to go over this weirdness. There's not gonna be anything substantially different over there than there is here. This is a swanky little place. So territorially, California Pass and Hurricane Pass and whatever else there. If you could see in the shot, I know the sun is pointed into the camera, but the road is actually snaking all the way up. That's where that is. Whew. Alright, well, I think it's time for me to wrap this up over here and hit that last trail that connects to another trail that I've already done. So we'll see. We'll see. I think there was another one after that. Maybe I've already done that. Who knows? It's really difficult to say because they all look so much like each other, and sometimes you're like, well, is it worth going? Is it not worth going? And sometimes you just waste your time. So have to play it by the ear. I know it's an offshoot on the way down. So basically what I'm gonna do is right now I'm about to go down the hill to go up the hill on this gnarly slope, which is probably like this steep. And then on the other side of this ridge, there's this gnarly drop all the way down. You kind of do zigs and zags, but the problem is with all the people that have been driving there, as soon as the trail opened, there's several areas where you have to do a switchback, and it's all rutted out. But after that, there's that piece of trail. So maybe I'll do it there and back again, or maybe I'll do it and connect to the trail I've already done. So we'll see.